Hello and welcome to our sessions. Uh, Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Milad. I'm an English teacher at New Testament Language School in Samarot. I'm going to teach you English about Macmillan 5. Let's start Unit 1, the quest. Vocabulary, new vocabulary. The first one, quest. What does it mean? It means a long and difficult search for something. Calm, peaceful and quiet, without hard movement, worry or noise. Creature, meaning an animal or a living being like people and animals, but not plants. Be careful about that. Creatures, people and animals, but not plants. Engine, the part of a car, plane, that make it move by producing power from oil, steam or electricity, like this picture. Find out, to learn or discover a fact that was hidden. Fisherman, someone who catches fish, especially as their job. Fortune teller, in common, it means that someone who pretends that he knows what will happen in the future. Okay, a person, usually a woman, who claims to be able to tell what will happen in the future. Harbor, mean an area of water next to the coast, often protected from the sea by a thick wall where ships and boats can stop, like this picture. Mend, mean to repair or fix something that's broken or damaged. Monsoon, the season of heavy rain during the summer. Mystery, something strange or not known which has not been explained. Perfect, complete and correct in a heavy way of the best possible type. Expensive, costing a lot of money. Okay?
Worried. He looked up at the sky. It was clear and blue. He looked round him at the calm sea. There was no wind and the monsoon rains had not come yet. The monsoon would come soon. During the monsoon, there would be rain all day, every day, for weeks and weeks. But today it was perfect weather for fishing. Deng turned his eyes from the sky and looked at his boat. It was a good fishing boat. He listened to the noise of the engine. Everything was all right. Why was he worried? Deng looked at the boy who was sitting quietly in the bottom of the boat. The boy was mending some fishing nets. Lek was a good boy. He helped Deng a lot. Lek was clever and he learned fast. What is wrong? Deng said to himself. He looked at the sky again. I have been a fisherman here in Siraka for many years. But I have never been frightened before. And I don't understand why I am frightened. There is no reason for my fear. When he had no money for food, Deng often went fishing in bad weather. He sailed his boat when the waves in the rough sea were huge. And he had never been frightened. Today the sea was calm, but he was frightened. We'll look for fish close to Siraka today, Deng said to the boy. Lek looked up. He was surprised. But the weather is good, said Lek. There is no wind. Why don't you go further away from the beach? There are more fish away from land. We'll stay here, Deng replied. The boy said nothing. There was something wrong with Deng today. Perhaps Deng was worrying about his money problems. Deng had bought the boat 3 months ago. It was very expensive. Lex stood up and picked up the fishing net slowly. Deng stopped the boat and looked at the water. There were no rocks here. There was no danger. But he could not forget the words of the fortune teller yesterday. Be careful at sea, the fortune teller had told him. There is death and the sea. What did the fortune teller mean? Who was going to die? How were they going to die? What was going to kill them? A storm? Was Dang's boat going to sink? Okay. The fishing net is in the water now. Lex shouted to Dang. The boat moved slowly forward over the blue water. Lek turned round and looked at Dang. Dang was worried. What is it? Asked Lek. Is everything okay? I don't feel well, Dang said. We'll go back when we've pulled in the net. I'll be okay tomorrow. Suddenly the boat stopped moving. Dang leant over the side of the boat. He looked down into the water. The fishing net has caught on something, he said. Dang went to the other side of the boat and looked into the miler. I ain't see anything, he said. Are there any rocks here? Asked Lek. Dang shook his head. No, there aren't any rocks here. What is it, then? Asked Lek. I don't know, but we've got to pull the net into the boat again. Dang was worried. Lek looked at him. Something was wrong. Now Lek began to worry too. There were huge creatures in the sea. They could be dangerous. Was the fishing net caught on a sea creature? Lek put his hand in his pocket and touched his knife.
Language building. Remember, noun is naming a word. A boat, the boy. Most nouns name things which you can touch, taste, hear, smell, or see. Some nouns name things you think or feel. We call these abstract noun. Deng is frightened. He feels fear. Here is some examples for what we said before. Nouns, naming words. They are names of things which you can touch, taste, hear, smell, or see. But abstract noun, something that you can think about or feel it, like sadness, jealousy, darkness, happiness. Choose the correct answer from between the brackets. This exercise will be in your worksheet, page 3. Number 1. It's space volcanoes that may erupt. Erupt mean burning rocks. Anytime. It's a massive means something huge or an active or an expensive that it costs a lot of money. An active volcano. Number 2. The opposite of rough is mystery, huge, calm. It will be calm. Number 3. Detective Sam didn't find space. Who killed the old lady? Good job. Out. The failure of the space would destroy harvest on which a lot of people rely. Rely mean depend. The failure of Monsoon. Number 5. He spaced the nets using the needle. Needle mean a small thin piece of steel. Okay. He mended. That mean repair. Number 6. He got the full mark and the teacher said perfect. Good job. Number 7. She is fond of visiting space to ask them about the future, as we said before. Let's start again. Number 7. She is fond of visiting space to ask them about the future. As we said before, good job, fortune teller. That someone pretends that he know what will happen in the future. Like his space boy, he can design a website. Clever. Whales are huge sea creatures. Dang is a space. He goes fishing every day. Is a fisherman as his main job. The whole city fell into deep when the light went out. Darkness. Everyone seeks happiness. Don't look so. Everything will be alright. Don't look so worried. A kind person shows kindness. Space comes when the sun sets. It will be darkness. Sorry for this one. John is very secretive about his new job that he won't or he didn't want to tell anyone about his new job. Our school is such a massive one with 50 classes. The mechanic repairs the car's engine. He isn't lazy, he is. What is the opposite of lazy? Active. This car is very space. It cost me a lot of money. Expensive. Good job. Thank you for your time.